Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and welcome back to another preview and prediction video. Today I'll be going over the Old Dominion Monarchs schedule to see who they win and see who they lose to. So, why don't we go ahead and start things up. Last season Old Dominion went 6-7, 5-3 in Conference USA, which now they're in the Sun Belt, just like with Marshall and Southern Miss and James Madison moving over for conference realignment to a new conference. It's going to be very interesting to watch how they translate this year. Last season, their losses included Wake Forest, Liberty, Buffalo by a point, UTEP by 7, Marshall in overtime, a blowout loss to Western Kentucky. That's fair. And they finished the regular season with 5 straight wins. And they lost to Tulsa in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. So, respectable, I guess, for Old Dominion. But now that they're going to the Sun Belt, it's kind of put up or shut up time for them. So, what do my notes say about them? Richie Rain is in his 4th season at Old Dominion. He has wins such as wins against Virginia Tech and others such as that, which are the big headliners for him. First season in the Sun Belt, how will he translate? Well, let's look at his roster. He has a lot of people back. He has redshirt sophomore at quarterback and Hayden Wolf. Blake Watson is back at running back. Ollie Jennings is back as a junior. Javon Harvey and Isaiah Page are back at wide receiver. They should be pretty good on the offense. Defensively as well, they should be pretty solid. So, what does the schedule say? Well, they start off with a team that they've beaten 2 times in the last 5 years in Virginia Tech. It's a Friday game. It's very prime for an upset by Old Dominion. However, I think Virginia Tech will be the better team. They have a new head coach. However, I do think that they'll get it done against Old Dominion in week 1. So, that brings you to 0-1 before you go on the road to East Carolina. And this is going to be a tough game. East Carolina is going to be a difficult team. They're a very solid team in the American. And I think you lose to them. Start off 0-2 before going on the road again for another road game in Charlottesville to take on Virginia. Virginia is in a better situation than Virginia Tech. They hired Clemson's old offensive coordinator. I forget his name. Anyways, they're going to be in a better position. It could be a close game, but I don't think you win in the end. You start the season 0-3 before you play Arkansas State. And I don't think the winning starts yet. Arkansas State, they had a bad season last year, but coming into this game, they should be ready for a fight. Now, you could argue that, like in my Arkansas State video, I stated that it could be this game or another game that they win, but I gave them this game, so I'm going to give you the loss in this one. You start off the season 0-4. All 4 games, or 3 of the 4 games being non-conference games. You play Liberty, try to get you back on your feet. Liberty's going to take a step or 2 back this year. And before your bye week, I believe you get your first win against Liberty. So, you're 1-4 coming out of your bye week. Then you have a difficult game right here in Conway, South Carolina against Coastal Carolina. Chanticleer's different ballpark than you. You could make it a close game if you get it into a defensive matchup. However, I don't think that's going to happen. You go down to Coastal Carolina. You're 1-5 at this point. You play Georgia Southern at home, and I believe you get the win. Georgia Southern, like I've said in all these, Clay Hilton was not the right hire, and you'll get the win. 2-5, before you go on the road to Georgia State. Georgia State is in a very much better situation than Georgia Southern. And I think that if it was at home, I may give you the leverage. However, it's in Atlanta. Georgia State has a more veteran head coach than you, and I don't think you can come out of Atlanta with the win. You're 2-6. Yeah, 2-6 before facing Marshall. And I think you bounce back. Marshall, very solid team, and you are as well. They have a better start than you do, but they're coming off a very gut-wrenching loss at this point to Coastal Carolina. So I think you sneak up on them, get the win, and go to 3-6. And you play James Madison, who's coming from the FCS. I just don't think they have the talent yet to compete with a lot of these new schools. They could surprise me, but I don't think so. So you're 4-6. Your bowl game is still alive. Your bowl season's still alive. But you go on the road to Appalachian State, one of the best teams in the Sun Belt, and you're not coming out of Boone with a win like that. You drop to 4-7 before going on the road again to Mobile to take on South Alabama. I think you finish off the season with a win in your inaugural Sun Belt season. So, there you go. One win away from a bowl game, but you do get some good experience playing in the Sun Belt from this. Old Dominion finished the season 5-7. Maybe bowl game next year. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what you would have done different with Old Dominion or any other team that tickles your fancy. I have all these preview and predictions on my channel and playlist, so if you would like to watch any other ones that's from the Power 5 or most of the American or Sun Belt, that's the ones I have done at this point. If you're watching this in the future, I most likely have all of these done. So anyways, thank you all, and Go Dogs.